Hey guys, Matt here. This is my review of Sin City, A Dame to Kill For. This movie is directed by Robert Rodriguez from Sin City, Machete Kills, and Desperado fame, and also comic book creator Frank Miller. This movie stars Mickey Rourke, Josh Brolin, Eva Green, Joseph Gordon-Levitt, Powers Booth, Bruce Willis, and Jessica Alba. For those of you that don't know, Sin City is based off a series of graphic novels, and back in 2005 when the original came out, I was excited to see it because it was new and different, and I saw it and I loved it. So this sequel, almost a decade later, we have new actors, new characters, and new storylines. So was this movie good? It was good, but let me just say, instead of being called Sin City, A Dame to Kill For, this movie really should have been called Sin City, A Sequel Too Long to Wait For. Let's start off with the best part of this movie, the acting. Whether characters were in single segments or multiple segments in the movie for 30 seconds or throughout the whole thing. Actors like Joseph Gordon-Levitt, Eva Green, and Powers Booth were really impressive. Meanwhile, actors Jessica Alba, Bruce Willis, and Mickey Rourke were also good, but they pretty much played the same characters they did before. A third of this movie consisted of actors and actresses from the previous film, including Nancy, Hardigan, and Marv. Another third of the movie are new characters, new actors, new storylines. But another third of the movie are characters from the previous film that have been recast. Now, I can understand when people die, that's hard to replace, but when you have actors and actresses that are either pregnant, have scheduling conflicts, or just don't like working with CGI, in a 9-year gap, that problem should be fixed. I mean, you can throw in actors for small roles like Jeremy Piven, Ray Liotta, Christopher Maloney, Christopher Lloyd, and Martin Sawkis, but you can't bring back any big names from the first movie? I don't understand that. I understand that the Sin City theme for the movies is characters narrating almost like poetry, describing every single thing they're doing, seeing, smelling, feeling, what have you. But there's a couple segments, including one with Josh Brolin, where it's a bit repetitive. Not only are his actions repetitive, but he seems to be saying a lot of the stuff that we're seeing on screen. Also, this movie had a lot of people falling and crashing through glass. There was a little overabundance of things. I kind of felt like this movie was trying to overcompensate for a lot of stuff that just wasn't in the first movie. First off, the look. I liked how this movie had, like Schindler's List and like the first movie, you know, mostly black and white scenes and tones, but every once in a while you have little bits of color. But the first one, not only was it original and hard-hitting and, whoa, this is something we've never seen before, but now, 9 years later, this new movie feels old hat, like it's stuff that's been done before. I mean, in the first one you had cartoony scenes. You had segments where it's a black background and a white cartoony cop car or window or character like in the comics, but here you mainly just have black and white scenes with a little bit of color. It's just not the same. It's not different. It's not new. It's boring, actually. And besides Joseph Gordon-Levitt and Eva Green's storylines, the movie really didn't focus on any new characters without reverting back to original faces. The movie seemed to revolve more around Marv, Nancy, Hardigan, Old Town, and Katie's joint, rather than focus on new characters and new storylines. I mean, there's plenty of subject material in the graphic novel, so why couldn't they just go off of that? Some smaller, quick problems. The opening scene with Marv beating up the frat guys, out of place, didn't have to be in this movie. The subplot with Mort and Bob, the two cops, interviewing Ava in the storyline of Dame to Kill For, out of nowhere. I know it was in the graphic novel, kinda, but it really just felt like it took up time. Also, the end storyline with Nancy and Marv, huge plot hole. Don't understand why that was in the movie. Even though it was called Sin City, even though it had some old familiar faces back into it, it didn't have the same feel. I mean, this is a sequel 9 years later, so it should have been perfect. Unfortunately, this movie came off a little too much like 300 Rise of an Empire, a sequel that was a prequel, sequel that tried to be its predecessor, but exactly wasn't, and even though it had some old faces, they really didn't utilize them very well, and so it was an overall disappointment. So because of that, I'm going to give Sin City, A Dame to Kill For a C-. It could have been really good, but the only thing it really had going for it was nudity, and that's not saying a whole lot. So until next time, guys, see ya.